work on over the course of the year. But basically the idea is to provide a more consistent value proposition. Why should I be doing these different pieces of content? You'll see improvement with that over the course of Arcade Games. And then over the rest of the year, there are going to be some additional features that we're building to sort of like clarify the rewards in different places, make our events easier to understand, and those types of things. So these are the 3 design goals. You will see basically this threaded throughout all the changes I'm going to talk about today.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this. And we've already sort have seen this shift towards simplicity. I used last month's side quest as an example. It was very straightforward. The team did a great job of trying to simplify and make everything right in front of your face of where the value proposition is, like you've said. So again, we're going to kind of continue that over the next 3 months, and I'm excited for it. Moving along here, why don't you take us through the lore there?
Sure, I'm just going to say a little bit about this. This is kind of going to be told over the course of the 3-month saga, but basically Arcade is coming to the contest, and with him his Murder Worlds, which are basically assassination theme parks that the summoners will be venturing forth into over the course of the next 3 months.
Yeah. I think it's going to be very cool. I also enjoy that we got murder through the censor and ran with it, and everyone was like, use it as liberally as possible. Because, like, I'm right.
Oh, come on, man. Sorry, guys. Like, I don't know.
It's not when you kill someone in a fight, it's when you defeat someone or KO someone, and then we're like, Murder World! And I'm like, okie dokie. So, everybody, welcome to Murder World.
Yeah, so I guess there's a reason that the saga is called Arcade Games. But I will say that I'm very excited about that because we're going to use that play on words very liberally.
Samael, I think the camera's still messed up.
School arcade references, a bunch of
yeah,
really
it's still just
amazing
me looking down.
16-bit style art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
Cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I also wanted to shout out Fearless Girl 123, who is currently recruiting for their alliance in the Twitch chat. So if you guys want to join DCM1 Alliance, apparently they're looking for people, and I think that might be the first time I've seen that. I just think that's great. All right, back to the show. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this art is.
The art looks amazing.
I know.
There's going to be so much art like this.
That does look super cool.
Absolutely incredible profile pictures that our team's working on. As usual, they absolutely killed it. I just want to say actually a huge thank you to everyone on the team who worked on
guys, I don't know.
Getting these sagas out the door is a huge
it's
team-wide
either my internet or my program lately that, like, I don't know, we're having issues. It's not good when you're trying to make your living on YouTube.
Everyone who worked on this.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. We talked a little bit about it yesterday that, like, the saga lasts 3 months. So to a summoner, that might feel like sitting in that saga is a long time. But in terms of like game development, that flies by, that disappears. So it's kind of a bit of a learning curve for summoners to see, yes, we are listening and we're learning and we're developing, but it doesn't happen as quick because of the timeline of game development in general. So again, I know we've already gone through this presentation, and I'm excited for you all to see it because there's a lot of lessons learned and changes moving forward that I think you're going to like a lot.
Absolutely. So first, we're just going to talk very briefly about the tactic. This is already in game, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but basically, House of Mirrors, the defensive tactic here, has auto block and evade threats, and then Clarity basically has ways to address those. So we'll see how it goes. I am excited for it. I think it's going to strike a better balance than Ex Magica and Magic Thief did. It remains to be seen. We'll see how war goes, but I think it's going to be more approachable than the last tactic.
Yeah, I think so too. And like you said, I think for some people, especially highly engaged Alliance War players, sagas in general came down to the tactics, right? Sure, sagas is a lot more than that, and it will be even more so for this one. But like you said, I think that carried such weight the first time around that there was a big learning opportunity here moving forward. So I'm really looking forward to people getting into this and hopefully enjoying it a lot more. And of course, we have featured champions for each of them. So lots of cool options on here. John, who are you looking to have as your MVP from this roster?
It's really hard to say, obviously, before we get into a full Alliance War season. I personally have a rank 3 Venom, so hoping that he doesn't get banned all the time.
Nice.
We'll have to see. I think Mulgod could be back with Omega Days sourcing him to players. I think he could be making a comeback here. But yeah, we'll see. Offensive Maestro could be cool too. Haven't really done that. How Bullseye does on attack could also be very interesting. So I think there's a lot of really interesting questions here that will be answered over the course of the next 3 months.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an exciting time. It's always great to see
Mole
new
God
champions
mentioned.
get
Yeah,
this
I love
kind of
that.
feature, and I think that was one of the great things with the intentionality of Sagas is putting a spotlight on some champions that usually maybe drift into the mid to lower end of people's consciousness in terms of champs. So looking at our second list here, some other very, very cool options here. A lot of Spider-Verse.
There's a lot of Spider-Verse, a lot of Hulk. A lot of these tech champions are just annoying defenders even without the Saga, so they will continue to be annoying, I'm sure. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Some of those Spider-Verse champions I'm pretty scared of if I don't have my Venom to fight them, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you all are as well. Let's continue things here. We're going into side quest territory. So walk us through. I know we
you can
touched
pop
on both
in
of these
my Discord
things,
if
a little bit in the
you take
show,
a
but Sean,
screenshot
I
of
wanna
the
give
star,
you the
man.
opportunity here. Let us know what's going on with side quests.
Absolutely. This slide was
Shoot.
mostly just to remind me to say something about side quests. I'm not going to talk about the specifics, but the idea here is that we want to make them simpler. I talked about this on our holiday stream again. Trying to move more of the rewards from events and objectives into the quests themselves because that's easier for summoners to understand. Having fewer overall of those
simpler
objectives
is
and
good.
events for each of the different side quests.
Yeah.
I really want the side quest to be something that if you have 5 minutes to play our game, you can pick up your phone and play it.
I love that.
I don't want it to be something that you can accidentally mess up. And so
Yeah.
you will see our designs trending in this direction. Again, it
No
can't happen all at
accidental
once.
screw-ups.
I think what some summoners don't understand is we work many months ahead. So when I was talking about doing this on that holiday stream, now we're starting to see some of those changes in game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're currently working on sort of like the August, September side quests. And then there's some updated rewards as well. So very excited to see that. There's some Titan shards in there now,
Yeah.
more 7-star shards, and more
Nice.
stuff for summoners all along the progression. So
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic to see, and like I said, there is a lot of there's a lot of 7 stars in there. You're able to get in there, or 7-star shards. You're able to get, I think, like 1.5 full 7-star just from the side quest this month. I
Ooh,
think,
okay. It's
if
not
I did
bad.
math, or maybe just shy of one. There's a lot. You're getting a big leap forward in your 7-star progression. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people.
yeah, also something to note for players is our new Cavalier crystal tuning that gets rid of the 3 stars will be featured in the Meta Shard crystals moving forward.
No more
there's
3
gonna
stars.
be a
That's
lot
good too,
more,
yeah.
4 stars in there for ISO in those.
Yeah,
For anybody that's short of that right now.
We adjusted drop rates for a lot of our crystals. A lot of them, I mean, any adjustments we made swung in a very positive direction in terms of higher end acquisition for our summoners. So I think that's very, very exciting. Hop in the game, take a look at all of those new drop rates. They are, again, they're great. Removing 3 stars.
Assuming
up to 4
that things
stars,
don't break again, we can look at
it's
that
definitely a
before we end
move
my
in your
stream.
favor. So we hope you're excited for that too. All right, this is an exciting time. We have our new featured chase champ. Everybody had fervor towards Nightcrawler in the first saga. It was very cool, of course. Pairing that with a buff, we said, don't expect a buff for every single one of these chase champs. We take a look here, and we now have Captain Marvel, which we refer to as, since there's 2, Captain Marvel movie on occasion. Can you walk me through the process of choosing Captain Marvel as our chase champion for the saga?
Sure. So Captain Marvel was released as a 7-star alongside the release of the movie last year, The Marvels. But the only place to get her was in, basically, we created a featured Paragon crystal, which was a photon Captain Marvel featured Paragon crystal.
Yeah.
The only way to get her was to open those crystals. I opened a bunch of those crystals and got neither Photon nor Captain Marvel as it goes. But I was looking at the champion ownership rates for 7-star champions late last year or early this year. And Captain Marvel is by far the lowest owned of
That's
the
neat.
available 7-stars. Like, it's not even close. She looks kind of like Punisher does at 6-star. Very, very few summoners have her. I think she's great. So wanted to give them an opportunity to collect her. And Arcade Games with her as a tactic attacker, I thought was the perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay.
And of course, even more awesome pixel style retro inspired art here on screen, which I think is super duper exciting. Now these Magnetron crystals, we'll dive a little bit more into this. Maybe I'll just go on the next slide. Yeah,
Sure.
perfect. Let's dive in here on these Magnetron crystals.
Yeah, so the way that it works is, for Ex Magica, you were collecting runestones, which were essentially just a currency. You trade them in the store for a Nightcrawler. We wanted to do something different for the second saga, and so we came up with this idea of opening these Magnetron
Game crash in the background.
Effectively Paragon crystals. They do have a chance to drop the 7-star Captain Marvel. And then opening those, you make progress through this solo event. And if you collect enough of them, you can make it to the end of the solo event and collect a guaranteed 7-star Captain Marvel.
Guarantee someone is screenshotting this.
Yeah, the solo event looks quite similar.
I guess I could
to
too.
The Magic Heist Arena solo event. There's some Sig Stones rank up gems. There is that 7-star 1 to 2 rank up gem, which we didn't have in the first saga. And so, I thought this was just like a much more interesting, interactive way to source Sorcerer than to just do a currency.
Yeah, I think we've talked about kind of taking lessons learned and making adjustments. It seems like this is very inspired by Omega Days, which we know players loved being able to hop in there and chase crystals. Is that kind of what we've started to look at here?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of a hybrid of those two different events. So if you are Paragon or Valiant, you will be able to collect enough crystals to get to the top of this. If you are below there, you won't be able to make it through all these milestones. But keep in mind that those Magnetron crystals are effectively Paragon crystals. So if you're an uncollected player collecting those Paragon crystals, you're probably going to get some 5- and 6-star champions that you don't already have out of them as well. So the crystals themselves will also hold some value for you.
Sorry, just reading anti-Pride rhetoric in our chat. Hey, if you think it's cool to come in here and stand in the face of Pride Month, I think you need to read a room. And you might see your way out of this one pretty soon. So, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I love being rewarded for being rewarded. You know what I mean? These are opening crystals. You're popping things and getting new champs for your roster. And then as you're getting more from the solo event. So I think that's really awesome. I think that's why so many people connected with the Omega Days event and that sort of stuff as well. So I'm really looking forward to people getting their hands on this. Let's show them where they'll be able to get all these crystals. And again, there's a lot of learnings with this as well. So let John explain. Don't read things and jump to conclusions.
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, there's going to be quite a few changes to the way that we source these things. So the first change that you will notice is that you need 100 to complete the event, and there are 104 earnable total. So there are a few extras. So if you miss one or two somewhere along the way, it's not the end of the world. You can now still complete the event.
Okay, that's nice.
A large helping
a little
in
more
the side
room.
quests. We call them meta events internally, so that's why they say meta here. In the side quests, there's 30 in the double track event that we're going to be talking about later. Those are all in the free track of the double track. You can collect all of those for free. And then there are some in the Alliance War Encounter Showcase and Battlegrounds and Incursions, but I'm going to talk about how we adjusted the way that we were sourcing this type of thing in those modes to make them more accessible to more players. I will be talking about each of those modes specifically and changes that we're making for arcade games.
Yes, we will be talking about them because I already see people saying, stop with Battlegrounds. But hey, you're going to like what's coming here. So again, worth noting, you have access to 104 crystals. You need access to 100 crystals. James, I lost my clicky-clicks.
Lost my clicky-clicks.
Again, you need 100 crystals to clear this
solo
you're
good,
event.
Zoe. Hang tight.
We're giving you 104 just by looking through this table, this chart here. So let's talk about some of these big changes because they're going to be very exciting.
Sure. So first up is the Alliance War Encounter Showcase. So the Alliance War Encounter Showcase will always be a saga behind because basically what we're doing is we're taking the tactic and important fights from those Alliance War seasons and putting them into a quest once that season is over. So we're going to be making some pretty substantial changes to the Alliance War Encounter Showcase, which we call AWES. That align with those overall saga goals. Specifically for Alliance War Encounter Showcase, we're looking to reduce the difficulty a little bit overall, and then highlight and reinforce the saga, not just the tactics. So what we mean by that is, for instance, using some of those Alliance War tactic defenders on attack throughout the showcase.
That's really cool. I like that. I like that approach. There's more to go. I know I'm interrupting your flow, but just go.
That's fine.
I'm just excited.
You're not interrupting. You're chatting. So in terms of some specific notable changes, there are some new beneficial nodes that simulate war boosts. So summoners who play high-tier war will know that you use things like the White Magneto pre-fight and different boosts in war to get through some of the more challenging fights. We've now created some nodes that will simulate that in the Alliance War Encounter.
That's kind of cool.
at the
come
showcase
on.
to make those fights feel more like they do in Alliance War. We've avoided
Poor
the
Z,
toughest
she's
types of
fine.
defenders, Serpent,
She just wants more
Killmonger, and
treats. She's being
Bullseye.
whiny.
The most obvious boss for this would have been a Tactic Bullseye boss, as players would have seen a bunch in Alliance War. We decided to spare summoners that. I personally am thankful for that.
I'm also very grateful because when they yell at me. So thank you for not going that direction.
Yeah, no problem. And finally, reducing the energy cost. It was 5 per step last time. It's going down to 3 per step, and we've increased the rewards.
Good.
So there is a Deathless Vision piece, as well as some of those Magnetron crystals in the rewards. We have moved those to completion, so you only have to do the quest once. You can take a look at the 2 different paths, figure out which one is best for you and your roster, and just do it once. And then we've added some Titan shards to exploration.
Settle down,
the end
Pupper.
effect of these changes is that the Alliance War Encounter Showcase will be easier and be more rewarding the next time it comes around.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, I think it's going to be great. Like you said, moving things to completion, I think, is a big move, a big positive for everybody. But still incentivizing exploration with Titan shards, I think it's kind of a double whammy, double positive for our community. So I know the first one, like you said, it was our first attempt at something. We're going to take a lot of learnings and move forward, so I'm excited for people to get their hands on this as well. I believe we do have a slide showcasing dates, approximate dates for these types of things, because they will be out over the next 3 months as the saga progresses. So we'll give you a little bit of info, and then as we get closer, we're going to make sure that you guys are up to date on that stuff too. So let's take a look at incursions here. Hey, John, how have the incursions looked in the last week or so in this challenge incursions mode?
Well, we had that little issue with the build rollover earlier this year. In general, Ex-Magicka's incursions have been difficult. We knew that champion restrictions in incursions was going to be hard. We knew that it was going to be more difficult. And now it's pretty clear that it's a lot more difficult. And so we are going to be making some changes again to incursions to make it more approachable to more players. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. The intent of this isn't to make it easy, but it's to find a better balance between sort of challenge and frustration. I think Ex-Magicka incursions leaned a little bit too far towards that frustration side. So in terms of specific changes, the Saga Challenge sector will now only be 15 zones. The same node profiles as the existing Sector 6. So what that means is basically sectors 1 through 15 in the challenge sector will have the same number of nodes as the current sectors zones 1 through 15.
Right.
There's slightly increased defender attack and health compared to the existing ones.
Yeah, looking to still find that balance,
What's
right?
up, Tommy?
Bringing down a lot of zones, but still making it that you're not just running through everything.
Exactly. Those first zones are pretty much gimmies with the current tuning, so
I
they'll
have
be a little bit
personally
harder.
argued
But of
with
course, there
John
will be the
about this
5-minute
before,
champion
so.
refreshes, so if you get stuck in one of those first zones, you can usually just restart. The effect of this
Later,
is that
Starman.
doing this will be slightly harder than the current zones 1 through 15, but it is going to be much, much, much easier than doing the full 25 zones in Ex-Magicka.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're also changing a number of the nodes so that they scale off attacker rather than defender health. If you don't understand how these nodes work, this might not make sense, but to explain it very briefly, the biohazard node, which puts damage over time effects on the attacker, used to scale off the size of the defender, and because Incursion's defenders scale so large, you could get like a bleed that would just tick for like 10% of your health every tick. So that's going to change. It's going to make those nodes much easier to play your way through. We've removed some of the more limiting nodes as well as some of the more niche RPG champions like Photon and Maestro. We did initially plan to release a Deathless Vision piece as part of incursions. We have decided to move that for now. We might return Deathless pieces and other things like that to incursions once we find that balance. We'll see how it goes. If this is too easy, we might lean a little bit back in the other direction for the next saga. But it's definitely going to be a lot easier than Ex-Magicka was. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. There are Magnetron crystals in here, but they're in the first 10 zones. They'll be basically any endgame player looking to collect those should be able to get the first 10
So everything's going to be definitely...
You don't have to clear all 15.
Supposedly easier, right?
Additional rewards await, but in terms of this chase for Captain Marvel, only the first 10 zones. And again, I think you touched on a lot of very important things, looking for that sweet spot between challenging and frustrating. So like you said, we're going to continue to iterate, we're going to continue to learn and grow. That doesn't necessarily mean that things are always getting easier. We are looking for that sweet spot, so if we find that it's done in 5 minutes and people are getting through it real quick, we might bring it back up. So as is the challenge of our game team often.
Indeed.
Looking at raids here, I know some people have seen some changes as we have enlistment up earlier this week. So we've got some changes to raids.
Big stuff going on here too.
Yeah. Speaking of done in 5 minutes,
Hussein didn't say specifically.
Is definitely a little bit too easy. We are seeing alliances blow through it. The intent for raids is for it to be a challenge, and so this new raids update is going to be harder than the current map. It's not going to be as hard as the initial release of raids. Again, the goal is to find the sweet spot here between something that's challenging but still approachable for the players who want to do it. There's new bosses, new role boosts.
This one I'm not excited about because he's saying it's too easy, but
mechanics.
I don't know. It was fun. It's fun to get it done
currently, they aren't viable
and not waste 4 days doing it.
Update. There are updated ranked rewards, so it is getting a little bit harder, but it will be more rewarding as well. And there are also Valiant loot drops. So those path rewards where you choose between a Paragon and the other drop, there's now a Valiant option. The floor of those drops has been brought up significantly from where it was.
Yeah.
So it will be more rewarding for players as well as they make their way through this. We'll see how it goes. I think it's next week, raid week. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see how that goes.
Excuse me. I'm really excited, of course. People are already seeing the kind of changes to new additions of champs to the pools, which I think is fantastic. People are looking forward to maybe bringing in some of their other favorites that they weren't able to use previously. I think that's rad. Also wanted to call out Migs, who says, sick background. Yeah, this is a lot of the art that we're going to be seeing in the arcade games sagas. It's going to be very, very cool. Again, I really hope that our art team had a blast with it, because seeing it, it seems like a labor of love. Like, to me, this reads as someone who is like, I loved playing arcade games growing up. I have this job, and now I get to make retro-inspired stuff. Oh, it just seems like passion all the way through.
Yeah,
also worth calling out, one of our mods mentioned to me that we have more info on the crystal drop rates coming out on Friday. Keep an eye out for that on our blog and the in-game news panel. It will give you a more obvious one-to-one comparison of what we had versus what we'll have coming up. So let's keep it going here, because we got some big changes. This is a happy one, I think a lot of people are going to be excited about.
Yeah, so big changes to Battlegrounds. I'm going to be on stream, I believe, next Friday to talk more about the victory track changes. Summoner's got a little preview of that in the patch notes. Some very, very large changes to the way the victory track works. I will be back to talk about that. In terms of the Saga chase itself, there are Magnetron crystals. We have put them in the objectives this time. So those objectives that spawn every 2 days,
it's going to be a big deal.
Win one objective will now have a Magnetron crystal in it for season 19. It's only one season. There are 14 of those, so there are 14 total crystals available. A couple things. Number one, those objectives do not stack. Okay, you have to do it every 2 days. Again, there are 4 extra crystals, so if you miss a couple along the way,
that's not bad at all.
So that's something we learned from the Magic Heist Arena.
So doing every 2, but then
stack. Yeah. Tell your friends. Don't yell at me about it later. They never have. This is not a change, and you deal with this every season, but I think we need to make sure you know. Objectives don't stack.
The objectives don't stack. So all that you need to do to collect all of the Saga Chase is win one Battlegrounds match every 2 days during season 19.
That's awesome.
Win one match every 2 days? No, that's ridiculous. Okay,
that's a Deathless Vision piece.
That should be very easy for people who don't like doing Battlegrounds.
19, but again, I will be back next week.
That's a big change.
How that is going to be much more accessible than the Deathless it was a guillotine piece that was in Battlegrounds a number of seasons ago.
Yeah. I think these are big wins. And again, the information that you're going to come back and discuss, like you said, people have seen in patch notes a little bit. I know that's got some coverage from our content creators as well, which I think is great. I think we want to bring you back to chat about it because it can be interpreted as a negative. If you're missing some key details, you might not see the full benefit to it here. So we want to have a conversation with you all leading into the next Battleground season so that you can see the full positive that this is, because it really, really is for basically everybody.
Yeah. So I'll be back and I will talk specifically about how your experience is going to change based on what your current win rate is in the victory track. So
exactly.
We can talk about that.
I'm really looking forward to it. That'll be a lot of fun. I know that there's a decent amount of frustration that's natural with a competitive mode in an otherwise not competitive game, aside from Alliance
Jax
Wars.
knows that
but the truest one-to-one
we suck at Battlegrounds, and that's okay.
A lot of frustrations in people. So I think being able to aid them along in their journey and being able to chat about that is going to be very, very enjoyable. So we will just keep rolling here. we got our Deathless Vision. We chatted about this a little bit last month, of course, giving you some insight. We had some question marks that we have since confirmed otherwise. So, John, what about this stands out to you here?
Sure. So I believe summoners had seen most of this, but the main change
yeah,
is
what's
the
up,
final
Zod?
piece,
Some
the Deathless
interesting
Gem. Again,
changes
this was
to like
initially
Battlegrounds
slated
and
for,
the chase
Arcade
for
Games Incursions.
Captain Marvel movie.
The reason that we didn't announce that was
gonna be
because
easier
I
for
wanted
sure.
to wait to see how Ex Magica Incursions went before we committed to that, and as a result of how Ex Magica Incursions went, we decided to move that piece for now.
Side
So
quest
we
will be
have moved that
easier,
to, a new
and
concept,
more
Everest
straightforward,
quest,
hopefully.
That's going to be coming in August. So
Ooh.
summoners remember last August we did a boss rush. This August we're doing something completely new. It has a
new
little
Everest
piece of
content,
mech.
huh? Okay,
It's
cool.
a much larger endeavor, but much more novel, much more unique.
Interesting.
And I'm really excited to see how summoners tackle this. I can tell you, from my perspective, from an execution standpoint, it will be easier than what we consider current Everest contest, Winter of Woe and things like the Necropolis. From a planning and roster demand perspective, it will be heavier than those modes.
Oh,
So I'm
interesting.
Very excited to
Okay.
see this.
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
it's a completely new concept. I'm not saying it's going to be easier than doing incursions, but obviously there's no RNG involved with it. So it will be more controllable by the summoner whether they decide to chase this piece or not.
Yeah, and I think
Sounds
I
fun.
think that's going to be a really positive impact for a lot of people because I feel like with the RNG, there's a layer of frustration that it feels outside of your control, and that is the nature of incursions. That RNG is an integral part of that experience.
I love that
But
RNG
I
is just
feel
an
like
accepted
once
term
summoners
where
have
nobody
a
even thinks
feeling
to
that they are
explain
more in
anymore these
control of
days.
their own fate. It'll be a different story. So I'm really looking forward to people getting their hands on that. As
Absolutely. I'll probably be back sometime in July to talk more in detail
Sounds great.
about that quest.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really exciting, especially anything brand new in terms of quest concepts, etc. I think people will love to see that info. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's take a look here. I believe this might be the first time, but it's unchanged. So this is how you are going to chase your 6-star, where you're going to get those currencies. If you are like myself and not up to the task of chasing 7 stars for this Deathless Vision adventure, this Deathless Champion adventure, please take a look at this chart here. It's unchanged. It's been the same for each of the previous champs, but we know that there's some goodness there. Cool. All right, we have a very important announcement to make. That's only an announcement to some people, I think. But did you know, and maybe you're hearing it for the first time ever here now, that Beta Ray Bill is coming to the contest.
Nice.
What? I know, an overwhelming hush.
We're
falls
definitely not
over the
live by a few
audiences.
seconds,
Everybody
by the way,
is just
guys.
beside themselves with this unexpected news. So, some of you, those of you who are in the know and want to be completely connected to everything, you already know I should be following the official Marvel Contest of Champions accounts on Twitter, the artist formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Well, wow. Big surprise, we're posting information there frequently. So many of you may have seen the teaser that went out last Thursday. Of course, at the time, the intended follow-up was immediately after it when the stream was planned for Friday. So we kind of shifted the narrative from, what could it be? Only for us to intentionally be like, it is! To now, with like a week in between, people being like, well, it is, right? Like, we've confirmed on our
Like,
on
yeah,
our
yeah,
own
you're
time.
right, right?
But,
It
hey,
is,
you
thanks.
have the official confirmation here right now that Beta Ray Bill is coming to the contest, and I'm excited. I'm a little pensive towards this, as I've expressed in the past. I really hope that this hasn't been a thing where it's just grown into a meme, and people are like, yeah, bring Venom back to theaters, bring Beta Ray Bill to the contest. I hope you guys
Jax,
are
people
very
actually want
genuinely
him.
excited for this. We talked with Mike during the 9 days of giveaways last year as well, and we were like, I don't understand. Why do people love? And someone gave us a paragraph, and we're like,
It's
this
a
is
horse
why. I was
Thor.
like,
Come
I
on,
get
man.
a little bit more now.
What is there
so
not to
since
love?
We have confirmation that might not be news
want-
to
I
you
want
all. We decided to go
Thor,
one step
too, the
further,
frog
and we wanted to showcase
Thor. I don't care if I
what
say
Beta
some
Ray Bill's
things about
model is going
frog,
to
but-
look like. There's going to be something a little finicky on this next portion. See if you can point it out. But James,
yeah.
can we show the people what they want to see? Let's give them Beta Ray Bill's model. Look at this horse, not horse, spacey boy. Again, just honestly, looking awesome.
He looks beefy.
And beefy. Look at those arms. That's a strong space horse alien boy. Not a horse, but looks kind of, but it's not. It's an alien, so it doesn't really matter. I guess we could just drop it and leave it at that. So again. We've got a name key thing, but we knew what we were getting ourselves into. And again, thank you for your patience as we sort out our new approach to our live streams here. But again, this character model looks awesome.
It's Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
But it got all torn up, probably in a cool battle. Maybe we'll never know, but maybe we do know. If you know, please tell me in the chat. John, what are your thoughts on Beta Ray Bill?
I am so excited for this. Looks absolutely incredible. I'm not going to say too much more than that. I am told that you're going to charge his hammer with lightning.
Cool.
So very excited to do that.
Yeah.
It's awesome that he's finally.
I love when John talks about stuff too, because since he's the live game lead, like anything he says, you can be like, yeah, he can say that. It's fine.
The most requested champion I've seen in the 2 years that I've been here.
It's not like a tell or anything.
Again, my hesitation being like, there's a lot of alignment on this. And you know what? Maybe we never have this much alignment on anything. Is it too good to be true? But I hope you guys are pumped for it. But not only that, some more exciting news. If we can hop back to our slideshow. Everyone say goodbye to not Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
She's still there.
Still there, in spirit. Stay with us. We appreciate you keeping us going here. This is the first time you're going to hear this. Beta Ray Bill will be available at the end of a summer double track event, similar to how we created Morbius and that chase and that
was everyone's guess. That's awesome.
We talked at that time extensively about how myself as a community manager, it's not my job to sell you stuff. That's not what I want to do. I want to bring you into the fold and get you excited for things happening in the contest, but I would be doing you a disservice if I did not showcase this very unique opportunity to acquire a very high-level champion here. You're going to get a 7-star through this summer double track, again, similar to how we operated with Morbius. So let's take a look, because there are some changes. This summer double track
June 7th,
will start
Friday.
On June 7th. That's this Friday. It will run all 3 months. 3 straight months here. So it is a 3-month event. You will not be able to acquire 3 one-month event passes. The only option is to get 3-month events. So if you come at this a week late, you can still get that 3-month pass. If you come at it a month late, you can still get the full 3-month pass, because we do not want to lock you out of your opportunity, if you had the desire to chase Beta Ray Bill. John, you mentioned a little bit about the context of change yesterday. Can you kind of add a little to things here?
I think you basically said it. First of all, I do not have the same qualms as you. Please buy this thing. The better that these initiatives do, the more of them that we can do.
Exactly.
And the
I love John just being honest.
Really
like, spend money.
This year we came to it, and we wanted to do it again, and we were talking about which champion it should be.
Yeah.
And we said, how cool would it be if it's one of the most requested champions right now? So I hope everyone's hyped about that. So we decided to make it a single double track. I've been calling it the Battle Ray Beta Pass.
Nice.
Battle Ray Beta Pass, I like it.
Like you said, it's so that if someone comes in late, they don't get locked out. Last year, if you came in during the second month, there was literally no way to get that initial token. Now you can still get this this double track and make it to the end. If you come in late enough, you obviously will have to spend some money to catch up, but it basically makes it more accessible to people.
Yeah, there are still catch-up mechanics. I also wanted to take a second to call out Duskasi, who says, birthday on the 7th, Yahoo. Happy early birthday to you. Make sure you get in there and get yourself a summer double track. Okay, some more additional changes or just, details here. The gold track is available to everyone, as it so often is, but the plat track's what's available for purchase. You get a 5 additional bonus crystals if you purchase this pass through the web store, so something to consider there. There are
some
weekly
units,
boost
hopefully.
events that allow you to catch up one day. That is something that's not brand new by any means. The last one of these dual track passes have this approach. It allows you to catch up even if you jump in to things late here. To those of you who have the plat pass, the paid pass, you will get 2 days to catch up each week. And if you complete all 3 months, you can get yourself a Beta Ray William. And I'm very excited for him to come to the contest.
Beta Ray William.
Space Horse representation's been lacking, so I'm pumped for that as well.
And we know they're all about representation,
so I hope you guys are excited
good.
about that. Please sound off in chat right now if you are excited. Of course, we told you leading into this stream that the giveaway would be 10 of these summer double tracks to 10 lucky people. Now you know why that is exciting as all heck.
Yeah, it's like 10 free 7-star Beta Ray Bills and all the different good stuff in the track, too.
A moment here. John, before we dive into that giveaway, do you have any additional things you want to add about Beta Ray Bill or the summer double track event?
No, I think you said pretty much it all. I'm very excited for it.
Okay, we can talk about June other changes.
So I guess I will be buying it as soon as it comes out.
Oh my goodness. Again, this is a reward for hard work. In a sense, right? You have to be dedicated for 3 months, but the barrier to entry to acquiring a 7-star.
I think a thing some people don't know too is like a lot of the people at Kabam spend a decent amount of money on the game.
Morbius was kind of the first time that you joined us on a show to discuss more targeted, specific approaches to 7-star acquisition. So it's very cool. We were excited to see the success around Morbius and the fervor of that chase as well, which I think is fantastic. So it's great to see this coming back. And like we said, learning and reiterating on things as we move forward with them. So there's some cool stuff here for people.
Absolutely.
I'm pumped for it. And I think that's my last slide. We did it. We caught up. Thank you, James. Crushing the technical side of things. I really appreciate it. You want to do a giveaway?
Let's do it.
Let's do a giveaway. Now, this is one thing that we anticipate.
Remember, guys, you got to be on Twitch to actually do this.
Here, but we have plans. We have redundancies. We've got ideas. So, as we discussed ahead of time, we will be doing a giveaway for 10 of these summer double track passes. We have called them in the past with love the, sorry, I just got distracted by how large and unnerving Arcade is on the screen. Look at those eyes. Ooh. Anyhow, we with love referred to them as the triple double pass in the past. Of course, a basketball reference for all of those sports people out there. So we are going to do this giveaway right now. We are going to give away 10 of these lovely summer double track events. We are going to start that giveaway right now.
So kind.
For your opportunity to win one, please type in chat, exclamation point, triple double. Woo, woo, woo. I guess I don't need these on here. Hold on. Exclamation point, triple double in the chat. Thank you very much
there we go.
To the mods who have pinned
entered
it at the top. Of course, you see all of your friends and colleagues typing it in chat currently, so that's all you need to do. Exclamation point, triple double in the chat.
Thank you, Sahib.
I wish you all luck. We're going to keep this open for about 5 minutes here. We'll take a look at everything and we'll draw our lucky 10 winners. I'm looking forward to it. People in the room, are you guys entering?
There was some other stuff I was hoping they were going to talk about today with some changes.
You better not win, though.
I thought that were coming in June.
We'll draw an extra.
You better not win. I don't want to be. That's a scandal waiting to happen. All right, again, a couple of rules here. If you do not see a message from Streamlabs in chat, you have entered. I'm watching the counter go up. We're past 1,100 right now. Sometimes, often, every time, we overwhelm Streamlabs and its giveaway system, but it still keeps track. It just does not give you the message. Everyone gets one entry, so if you've typed it in once, you're in. I promise. Do not feel the need to add it many more times, although at this point, chat's chaos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Additionally, if you win, I will be reaching out to you via Twitch. DMs. Only trust the official Kabam account, Kabam. Head on over and keep an eye on that because you have 48 hours to respond before Twitch shuts down that DM conversation. That's nothing we have any control over. 48 hours to get that response in, and then we will try to get that to you as soon as possible. Likely we'll set it up so you have it day one on Friday. We'll make sure that you guys are set up for success there, one way or the other, so look out for that comms. We will never ask for your credit card information, your passwords, anything like that. Again, only trust the official Kabam account. We are going to ask for your in-game title, your in-game name, your alliance tag, and maybe if we're struggling to find it, we'll come back and ask for your top champ on your roster. That's just going to help us lock down where your account is. So again, if you are entering this giveaway, make sure that you are here on twitch.tv twitch.tv/kabam. Entries on YouTube will not count. If you were watching from any restreams, you will not be eligible. Make sure to hop on over here, twitch.tv/kabam. Make a quick account. It'll take 30 seconds, and you'll be able to join the 2,000 other summoners who have already entered this giveaway. One final thing worth calling out, if you have an inappropriate screen name, you will not win. If I draw your name and I don't feel that I can say it without getting yelled at on this stream, without having Marvel come and say, why did you say that? Then you can't win, because I can't say your name out loud. Now, don't freak out. I had people that were like, my name was Rat Poop, and you're fine. If you had to try really hard to navigate Twitch's username censor, oh, can I get one of those? Mm-hmm. Thanks. Then, thank you, I appreciate that. Then we have a problem. But by and large, if you're here and you didn't have to jump through those hoops, you're fine. John, who do you want to win? Pick a name from chat that if you had your way, you would win. You would let them win.
I'm not going to do that.
You don't want to do that?
I don't want to do that, because then they're not going to win, and then it's the caster curse.
And then it's your fault.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Triple double, everybody. Thank you for that. That was yummy. I appreciate you guys. Keeping me, keeping me fed here. Again, I'm really excited for the triple double. It's not what it's officially called, the Summer Double Trackpad event. I think it's an exciting time in the contest. I think the game inevitably has ebbs and flows, right? We can't constantly be putting foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, a million pieces of content all the time. But when we get into these situations where there's really cool opportunities and really cool content on the horizon, I think there's such a level of excitement and buzz within the community that's really infectious and really enjoyable. As a community manager, my objective is always to bring as many people together as we can. That's why I like things like our Spring of Sorrow, where we get to see people like strategizing together and trying to help conquer like this.
The
big
Spring of Sorrow, guys.
That's why I love that we created Alliance Raids. Shout out to our team who's worked so hard on all of these things. Hold on, I still have our Timbit in my mouth.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so we're going to build. Basically, we have arcade games through August.
Keep going. Don't stop.
And then we are going to build from there into the end of the year with our final saga. I can tell you our final saga of the year will be 4 months instead of 3 months, and will take us through our 10-year anniversary.
Can you believe
okay, wow, interesting.
Soon? That's nuts. Like, the number of games that have reached a 10-year milestone, that accolade, is rare company. So
hey, what's up, Accelerator?
A big thank you for us getting that far.
Maybe
to everybody
not. Probably not though.
To create this.
Probably gonna do Battlegrounds. Maybe tomorrow, Friday. Probably Friday.
And enjoy the game. Like, that's an insane milestone. I hope everyone's really excited for what we have to come for that.
Yeah,
well.
John at the meetup said that he was extremely excited to see what people thought of the 10-year stuff.
I did see you say that, and I went, all right. Maybe we'll be driving flying cars by then, too.
Maybe. Well,
who knows?
We'll all have jetpacks, right?
We'll have jetpacks in 10 years. The future.
That's what I was told when I was 10.
Yeah. Sagwa, what do you want to see in the future from 10 years from now?
In 10 years?
Yeah.
World peace.
Okay. Nerd.
Oh, now my jetpack feels so bad.
Those of you that didn't hear Sagwa, you said world peace. Oh, man. Yeah, genuinely, though.
Start wearing the same outfit, all of us.
Oh, like just uniforms for all of humanity.
Like those metallic onesies.
That'd be cool. Yeah, like too many examples. What? All right.
I was thinking more like school uniforms at work, but no, we're
oh
going
my
in different
goodness,
directions.
we got a lot of ideas. And now our biggest idea person, Fenton. What do you want to see in the future? What's your future look like?
Teleportation.
Teleportation. I like that a lot. I like
That's
that a lot.
obviously going to be happening.
Teleportation scares me.
Yep.
Like
You have to be broken
the
down.
Star Trek thing, like
Yeah.
there's no continuity. You every time you teleport, you die.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
a
like
different
that.
person.
But maybe my skin would be fresh.
That's terrifying to me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, make sure to get your responses in. There are 2,800 of you. I think that's actually on the high end. I think we normally get 24 to 28. So we're right in that sweet spot. Make sure to get in there.
No, stop. No more people need to get in there. I need to win this.
In a couple of minutes here. While I have you all, I want to give another massive shout out to everybody who works tirelessly behind the scenes to make all of what we do possible, to the game team and the broader game team, all of the teams within. Everybody carries themselves with such a level of passion that you guys don't necessarily get to see.
What's up, Harmonize? How you
to do
doing?
these live streams, to bring people on and spotlight the stuff that
that's a
they're
good
most
point too,
passionate about.
Raven Knight.
And there's so much
That's a very
happening
good
behind the
point.
scenes with a gargantuan team of hundreds of people who all care a ton. And a massive thank you to everybody who puts their time and energy into these things because they want to see the success, because they want to be a part of something incredible, and they are through and through. Team is not a guarantee, you know what I mean? Team for me is sacred, and I've said this, maybe not on streams, but team is sacred. The people that work in this room and we work together. You can put a bunch of individuals in a room, but that doesn't mean you get a team. Right? You trust your leaders to lead, you trust your teammates to come together, and that just kind of happens. You have, like, it can't be forced. So to have the group of people that we have working very hard on things and working so well together, that's kind of rare in a lot of senses, and I'm eternally grateful to the people who have such a positive impact on myself, on this game, on this community, everything. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody.
Okay, cool. Wrap it up.
Cool. Let's close it up. You have
There we
30
go.
seconds. You have approximately 30 seconds because I'm not counting, and if we're being honest, this watch doesn't work. The battery's dead on it. So
Why is he wearing a
30
broken watch?
seconds approximately. Again, thank you to all of our summoners for being here today. Now, there will be, okay, you get more than 30 seconds because I'm going to explain something to you. There will be a quick change here. We used to have a graphic that came up with all of the winner, but in the times before that, we didn't have that, and I would just read our winners. So if you hear your name and see it in chat, you have won. I will be posting a list of all of the winners on likely our summary, our live stream summary, so keep an eye out for that. We'll pull them all, but again, they will be populating in chat. They just happen very quickly. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closed. Closed. 3,123. Shout out to Annihilation 20.
Dang it.
Oh no, sorry, that's way.
Just work right.
List is very, very long, and they're struggling to keep up here. So the sorry, let's close. Let's get rid of that. You can no longer enter our giveaway. Thank you and good luck to everybody. Thank you to the mods for banning the term. Well, just blocking the term so that we can get some semblance of chat back here. All right, I'm gonna pull 10 names here. If your name is not horrendous, if your name is not offensive, you will hear it shortly. John, you and I can go through these alternating if you'd like.
So the first name will be the first official owner of Beta Ray Bill, right?
Unless they mess around and they don't finish their free
That's true.
summer patch.
They do have to continue playing the game.
Yeah,
so
you
they're-
can't. It's not just a gimme here.
Yeah, yeah.
This is an opportunity, everybody.
yes.
All right, so we are going to pull our first winner. It is Baharni Bats. Barani Bats. Barani Bats. Everybody, anyone else want to try?
Barani Bats.
Barani Bats. Congratulations. You could be the first person ever to own a Beta Ray William.
The first official owner.
And I can see them now.
That's
so
me.
yeah,
It is
exactly.
you.
That is you.
It is you.
If you win, we get to see your chats
Oh, that's
exclusively.
fun.
It pulls it. So
I
let
like
us
that.
know that you're here and that you got it. All right. All right. We are going to pull another one right now, and it is. Oh, this was it is. Harley Quinn 0410. Congratulations. That is 2 of 10. John, you want to read one?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Hercules the First.
Hercules the First, congratulations. That's 3 out of 10.
Hercules.
Continuing along here. Karma, a cab. Yeah, nice. All right, that's 4 of 10 here. We're moving on to number 5. You want that one?
Hi Joe Slack 79.
There we go, keeping it going. There's 5. This is 6. We got Vlad 100. There was 2A, so I don't know if you noticed, I held that one. John, back to you here. 7. Oh, you got it easy.
Legs.
Legs with a Z. Yeah, Canada, legs with a Z. Moving right along, we've got Praveen Sahul. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for entering. Congratulations on winning. That's number 8. We got number 9.
Jane's 1985.
Jane's with an S and a Z. Jane's 1985. And our final winner
Come on,
here
Intoxicated
is
Gamer.
Sayfazi. S-A-Y-F-A-Z.
No way.
If we called your name, we would
No
be reaching
way.
out to you
Dude, Say already won
in the
one.
next, probably today, because we got to get that information so that we can get you those
What?
passes as soon as we possibly can.
What?
That just about wraps up our show. John, a massive thank you to you for coming and sharing all of your knowledge. We're excited to have you back on the 14th. Everybody come back to the stream, twitch.tv/Kabam on the 14th. We will be here.
What is
we
this
will be
BS?
discussing victory track changes and why they benefit you. And we will be discussing something new and exciting coming to the contest. I know you've been working hard on. I think people are really going to enjoy. It's going to be very cool. And then we'll probably play a game with the community. We'll maybe do a giveaway.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
We'll take a
Congrats
look
to
for
Say.
it. We see a lot of all caps promo codes. There was no promo.
Lady D
We
and
never
that- yeah,
said that
dude,
there
he's
was.
already won one.
Apologies, if you thought otherwise.
Messed
we will
up.
Get a Sorry, just people who lose and then get really mad at us. Tickles me. But come on back on the 14th. We will likely have a promo code there for you. We'll keep you guys posted. Again, we'll let you know as we approach. That's just how things go. Anyone else have anything they want to tell the community? No? We're good? We hit it all? Everyone feels good about it? All right.
Thank you all for showing up at the irregular day and time.
Yeah, Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Normally we're like, enjoy your weekend, but
It's gonna
enjoy the
feel
rest of
weird
your
that
week.
it's
Yeah,
not, now it should be Friday for us, and
Yeah,
it's not.
exactly.
So the next
Normally
couple
we
days
do-
are going to be rough.
I'm taking the text today, so.
yeah, exactly. It is Friday in our minds, so no, we'll go right back to work. Don't worry. I hope everybody enjoyed this stream. Thank you again for your patience as we go through a transitional phase here. I hope I hope you guys stick around and that you enjoyed what we were able to put together for you. So again, come back on the 14th. We will be
So
reaching out
another
to our
live stream
winners
pretty
shortly
quick, so.
today. Thank you again to
What's up,
everybody
everyone? What's
for
up,
being
Gunner?
here. Thank you to
BF.
everybody who worked so hard behind the scenes to make it happen.
scammed, yeah. What's
James
up,
worked
Judah?
tirelessly over the last week to pull together a stream on equipment that he is not familiar with at all. So a big shout out to you, James. You did an incredible job today. Thank you for hauling as much as you could to get this going. We appreciate everything that you were able to do. A shout out to Finton, Sagwa's in the room, Jorge. Big shout out to John, June's in the corner here. Thank you to everybody who worked so hard to make it happen. Thank you to all of our game team for working to create incredible content for everybody. And again, one final thank you to all of our summoners for being here. A shout out to Rob and Mike. We miss you guys. Until next time, my name is Jax. Have fun and play nice, everybody.
All right. There we go. Okay, so I think so. Yeah, my camera is still screwed up as far as I know. Let's see if it just shows me looking down here. Still, yeah. I don't know why my camera's busted. Like my camera did this one time before, so I don't know. I'm just looking very intently down at the screen, but yeah, I should have known we would get kabammed. No code. Yeah, it would have been nice. I thought they were gonna be doing like offer. I thought that was like what they were doing instead of doing, you know, the whatchamacallits, because they're done with Amazon Prime Gaming and that kind of giveaway. So maybe in the next one on the 14th they'll be doing that. We will see. We'll see, but I don't know. Quite the emotional stream, Abdo. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can tell how much you know Mike was a big part of what they were doing and stuff. So 8 years is a very long time to be there. Oh, let's see. I can go back to putting sound on this and stuff, but yeah. All right. So what anything else you guys want to talk about? There was like some other changes to June stuff that I thought was going to be coming up, and it doesn't seem like they didn't bring it up. Doesn't seem like they didn't, but they just specifically didn't. Okay, I think I usually have it about here, like that, I think. But I wonder, do we have like, if we go to the forums, do they already have something out with this? Let me take a look here. If there's anything that would help to look at. Daily free items via the in-game store. June side quest Terror Twister. So that one is a new post, right? Hang on. No, I guess that's the old post. Never mind. So yeah, they haven't posted anything else yet, which I think is pretty common. They don't usually do that, but yeah. No promo code. No code today. I'm loving the Incursions showcase and double track changes. Very excited for this saga already. The acquisition of Sparkles and 1 to 2 are going to be so much fun. Yeah. I'm not huge on Sparkles in general, but it's still cool. I like that they made those changes, so that'll be good. I think the Incursions changes where you're getting your pieces in the first 15 rooms, which they said will be harder, is good. I will continue to push them to change the potion and the revive, either cost or how much it heals, because I think it's garbage. And I will continue to say that until something is done about it. Obviously, I have that control. No, but it's I specifically brought it up with John before and been like, dude, this is garbage. So we'll continue to talk about that. Yeah, I don't know. There were a couple other things. I think it's mostly the Incursions and mostly so for people who don't like Battlegrounds, they'll be able to do fewer Battlegrounds to go ahead and get the pieces. And there's points with those crystals, the Magnetron crystals or whatever the hell they are, where you can skip stuff. So I think that's pretty cool too. It'll be more like Spring of Star or Winter of Woe, where you can miss out on some points and still get everything you need for the Captain Sparkles. Beta Ray Bill is awesome. They didn't talk about the leader at all, but that'll be might talk about that the next one. Oh, what's up, Say? God, do you son of a... How does one get so lucky, huh? Who did you pay at Kabam to get that lucky, my friend? Congratulations again. All the good stuff that that's even bigger than winning the Lady Deathstrike or whatever the first one you won was, because you get all of the bonus stuff from the track too, which there's going to be a lot of stuff. I'm sure there's units and whatever, and that's a good giveaway. Good giveaway for sure. To me, the biggest issue with Incursions, the rewards are all front loaded, and once you claim them all, you're done for 30 days, aside from resetting the gold, of course. That does kind of suck too, because it might be, if they did change that, people might want to do more if they reset weekly, because the gold resets weekly, but if they did the other big rewards, yeah, I could see that. No comment. What's up, Hunter? How you doing? Stop playing MCSE, but saw you were live. How's it been going these days? We've been doing okay, except for we're having technical difficulties. I had my internets were out because of storms here in the Pacific Northwest, and now for some reason my camera decided not to work all of a sudden. So that's why I am frozen like this. I don't know why. I can just take it down, but I was leaving it up for fun. I just look very intent, very serious. But yeah. Hope you're doing well still, Hunter. Can we get arena updates though? What do you mean? Arena updates for what? They didn't change anything about arenas, or there was nothing mentioned there. What's up, Roland? How are you doing? Beta Ray Bill looks beautiful. He's a beefy looking lad. Very excited to see his gameplay now. I'm glad they're continuing with the double tracks. Yeah, they mentioned John mentioned that there'd be something about charging the hammer with lightning, which sounds pretty cool. Arena's so stale, man. Yeah, but Arena's always gonna be stale. What are you gonna do to make Arena more fun? I don't know what changes they could do to make it more fun, frankly. They could update and have a 7-star arena, or they can do whatever, right? That just means scores will go crazy for a while. The actual act of playing arena, I don't know how they would change that. Yeah. When I get good, I'll help you get one. Oh, and the Incursions, yeah. How that works. Can I time out some mail? He's being a dick to me for no reason. What? I didn't see him saying anything. I don't even see him saying anything, frankly. What are you talking about? Pixie? It's from how long ago? What's up, Sora? You managed to finish the incursions? Yeah, Captain Bay and I got it done. We got it done. And not more than a 1k units, like nothing brutal, but not super cheap either. Nodes in arena? Oh, F that. Jesus. So the last thing I want to do is read in arena. That's no way. No way in heck do I want to be reading anything. That'd be god awful. Like, will Beta Ray Bill be the next Morbius? Well, I hope he'll be cooler than Morbius, because Morbius is kind of bleh. But yeah, Baroth, how are you doing? What's up, damn it, Haley? How's it going? When are you opening those 3 million battle chips? We'll see. I might need to for July 4th. I was gonna save them like I did last year, towards closer to my birthday, but I might do it sometime soon, actually. So if we need them for July 4th, they'll get opened. Ooh, yeah. So we'll see sometime soon. Damn it, Haley! What's up? Thank you very much for the buck. Greatly appreciate it. So we do not have an empty cup this stream. Thank you, thank you. Just know that I am giving you a big shot in spirit. Physically, even though you can't see me right now, Haley, I have given you a big shot. I don't know if that... Just take it with context, you know. Thank you, though, very much. Hopefully, so tonight I will be back at my normal time, and maybe, I think probably just doing Battlegrounds. Probably save the... you know, whatchamacallit, probably save the Spring of Sorrow Onslaught for Friday, I think, maybe. We're gonna get the Battlegrounds, and I gotta keep doing this stupid arena. So, because as you can see, I'm not exactly on a great pace right now. Should be able to get Silver Sable anyways, but not where I want to be. But we'll do that. Probably just some normal, you know, whatchamacallit. Battlegrounds when that comes out will be if the camera was working and things were going well here, I would stick around and then check out like new event quest or something, but since it's all messed up, I think when I restart it should be fine, but I'll have to restart the stream again. I don't know why this happens, because this is like the second time now that it's happened where the camera has died, and I really don't like it because, well, you guys need to be able to see my beautiful face, obviously. So, but it is, you know, first thing in the morning. Z and I have not been for a good walk yet. We only had the initial going outside, so you know, I think I'll do these last couple fights for the 7 stars. We'll probably call it good until later on in the day, and then hopefully my internets and everything else is good to go, because I'm tired of having technical issues. It's kind of a pain when you're trying to make a living off of streaming and your technical issues all over the place. It's kind of a pain if you're just trying to have fun streaming and you got technical issues, because yeah, not cool. What's up, the Pop Images? What's up, Ghost Runner? How you guys doing? Yeah, I need to get home to do stuff. Yes. What's up, Curd Bros? I need to do stuff and also things. There needs to be things and there needs to be stuff. So, but it's a nice sunny day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and we'll get Z outside for a good walk, and I'll get back to editing some stuff and just doing this stupid arena. So I can at least get over 100 million points today for sure. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need more than that, but I can wake up early tomorrow too and finish off stuff. Side quest and EQ, that is? Oh, that's the stuff you gotta get home to finish? Okay. Gotcha. I got everything done this month besides Uncollected. I kind of ran out of time. I should have been a little faster, but Uncollected has units still too, so I should have done that one, but I have like too much of it to get done in the next 30 minutes. Okay. You guys can see with this fight how unprepared I am for fighting Onslaught too. I really should practice. Blocked 2 out of the 5 hits. Yeah. Really should practice before I do the Onslaught fight. This doesn't go horribly. He completely ignored all of my messages just to talk about himself. Wow. Well, your message was, it's for Zoe. Hey, where are you? I thought those messages were self-explanatory, so sorry. Yeah, camera messed up, but otherwise good to go. Maybe game is messed up too? No, okay, there we go. Hello, Abdo, please stop streaming early. They often crash. No, they don't. I've just had some crashes the last few days because of, I don't know, just inconsistent internet, I guess. Like it's been cutting out and not being just steady, and so I don't know. I might send a support ticket to my internet provider, because like when the power lines and power being out and whatever, all that kind of stuff, I figured like that was the issue, but now it's been a day or two past then. Like the stream I was nearly done with yesterday anyways, and then it just died on me, so that's why I didn't restart it yesterday. But like, we should not be having these issues because I don't normally consistently, and so I might send them something and be like, hey, yo, are we done with this? Are we gonna be done with this soon? What's going on? What is going? Oh, come on, really? Damn Spider-Gwen. Stop your bootleg your internet service. Yeah, I'm just using the McDonald's Wi-Fi, guys, and so that's obviously an issue. Obviously an issue. Stupid. Who puts two evading champions on the same team too? Come on now. It's just not very nice. If I knew what your name was in Chinese or Japanese, or I don't know which script that is, but yeah, I'd call you out. Call you out. What's up, Ghost Dog? How you doing? What's up, Juan? Triple double. Get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, actually, I think that'll be, we can all get out of here. So I have all of my 6 stars put through. That should put me like close to 90 million. I can get to like 110, I bet. Pretty decently easy before I go to bed. So, yeah. All right, guys. I will be back this evening at my normal time, unless something weird happens. But thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for checking out the restream. And I will catch you guys a little later in the day. Maybe I'll put out a short here real quick too and stuff. So thank you to Haley for being our big shot. Damn it! No, it's fine, Abdo. It's fine. I'm fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys a little later. Have a great day. Peace.